Good morning.
Good morning,
Greggy.
good morning, good morning.
Look at you in this
Wow,
shirt.
thank you, thank you.
Whoa.
I don't know. I was trying to find myself this morning.
Very
this is like a compass
wild.
thing, and
Yeah.
you know,
like
it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
Something
Let me
I-
see.
I
You have
would never-
jewelry on today?
No, I don't.
No, no jewelry?
No. Once in a blue moon, I do.
Yeah. Well, it looks very nice.
Does it?
Yeah.
And
I
you
like
look
it.
beautiful, marvelous.
Thank
Purple.
you. I'm in purple,
Look
your
at
favorite
that.
color.
I love that.
He loves purple.
That's true. That's true.
Well, we have some terrific
How was
guests.
your weekend?
Oh, great.
Was
Point
it?
Lookout, Long Beach, you name it. The man is taking me everywhere.
Isn't
I
that
can't.
something?
Yesterday, Connolly Station.
Did you?
Yes,
Did you
but
say hi to Jerry, or you didn't say hi to Jerry?
yes, he's a
Okay.
doll. And I don't know what happened. That when I left, I had two mimosas.
And you don't
Okay.
know what happened when you
No,
left.
I fell asleep in the
I
car.
love this.
Okay, and then I slept all day. And guess who called me? You must give a shout out to Kathy Williams today. She called me up, and while I was talking to her on the phone, I fell asleep. She almost called the cops. She said she called you.
Kathy, giving you a big shout out. What was in that drink?
I don't know. She said she called
got
you.
roofied.
She called
Okay.
you to say go find out Valentina fell asleep on the phone. And then she called me back and she
my
woke me up
God.
again. So something to drink.
Something.
But it was very good. I have to tell you, we had a nice brunch.
Did you?
I don't know what I did all day.
Oh God, God bless you. God
Anyway,
bless you.
yes, had a great weekend.
We
Thank
had
you.
we had a pretty good weekend. I want to say Sid Nettie. She became it was her 60th birthday. I'm sorry, my throat's a little hoarse. Well, it's always hoarse.
Yeah, well, that's
Anyway, so Sid Nettie wishing you Nettie wishing you a happy 60th birthday. Thank you so much for having it here at G's yesterday. And Damaged Goods, you guys are phenomenal. Chris, I love you. Thank you. And I'm missing somebody's birthday. I'm missing. No, I had it. It'll come to me. I'm sorry. Anyway, today's National Brothers and Sisters. No, National Brothers and Sisters Day.
which is a great day.
So it's a great day.
You have
yeah.
a brother, you have a sister. Be nice, be kind, do something special. I have sisters, so
All right, I
I'm
don't
lucky.
have sisters.
You're my brother.
All right, you're my sister.
Okay,
And
so
I'm nice to you.
all right, so I'll be nice to you
Okay,
today too.
all right. Oh,
Anyway, you
Lord,
look
all
nice.
right.
We both look nice for
Thank you.
brother
That's
and
all that
sister day.
matters. Anyway, that was just the niceness of appreciating National Brothers and Sisters Day. And what do we have? I know I'm missing somebody's birthday here.
Well, it'll come to
All right,
you.
it'll come to me anyway. This is what happens when you reach my age.
Yeah, so we
You'll
have
see.
some terrific guests. We have Francesco Iovine from Meals and Memories Cookbook of Nonno's Cookbook, right? Did I say that right?
Meals and Memories with Nonno.
And he is a Floral Parker. How do you like that?
You know what? That's all she cares about. It's ready. She could care less what you do, make, or he's a floor Parkian.
Well, that's a big thing
I'm
with
like,
me.
oh my God.
And so welcome. And we also have our beautiful Maria Spatola,
Maria, how
are you?
My Starbucks friend. And
a doll. She's a
basically, she's with the Tranquility. She's with her own wonderful Reiki business, which is called what again? Yoga. Right, yoga. And she's going to be representing both the yoga and Tranquility.
Absolutely.
Thank you to Angela for the sponsorship.
Yes.
Thank you to you for the
Tranquility.
sponsorship. You have to figure that out later. And I met them both. You know how I met her in Starbucks,
Yeah.
just having coffee. And this gentleman I met at Floral Park Memorial High School when we were both doing a stint. I call it a stint. What do you call it?
A gig.
A gig. Okay. And we were in a room with all other authors. And we
were.
started to talk, and that's the story. And he's from Floral Park. He goes to the bakery, who was just on the show last week. He goes to all the places that were on the show. So
It's very funny that we've never run into each other before then.
Well,
Either at the Floorback Diner or Swing the Teapot.
well, I go to all
or-
those places.
It looks like
It's
your
funny.
luck ran out then.
Yeah, it did, maybe.
And he's also from, you live in Florida part-time, right?
I live in Florida and I live in New Hampshire. So I
Oh,
kind of have
wow.
a triangular.
Oh,
Good
that's
for
it.
you.
Okay.
And look
Yeah.
at the tan you have. You got good color.
Oh, thank you.
You know, we all...
Softball games.
Yeah, you like softball?
You still play softball?
No. My daughter plays.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and he's got the silver hair, which, all the women
That's it.
love. So, but anyway, we got to talking, and here he is. So let's talk about and then we're gonna mix in with Maria.
Okay,
And
that's fine.
Maria's Italian,
Well,
so she could appreciate.
Well, that's
His
one
son's name is
aspect.
Francesco.
What's,
Francesco.
what's even more is I actually dabble in the yoga and tranquility and the mindfulness. So this will go a lot more places that you did not even expect, because you didn't realize.
You're a
You
dream
didn't
come
realize
true
that
then.
I'm also a public speaker, and I do speak
Well,
on self-care, mindfulness, and tranquility.
I did not know
Wonderful.
that.
Great.
That is
Surprise,
wonderful.
surprise.
Surprise,
Wow.
surprise.
I
So I
love.
can just sit back and relax. Go ahead.
So,
Take it
yeah,
over, guys.
basically, I speak on Stoic philosophy. Are you familiar with it?
Never stoic. No.
No Stoic philosophy?
No.
It's well, I'll
What is
I'll bring
it related? Anything? Is it
So
related
it's
to,
related
like,
to
law of
Italy.
attraction or?
No. It's
do-
actually related to an understanding of what is truly in your control and what is not in your control.
They all.
And you-
They all come down to the basics. The same thing.
Correct.
It's all within.
It's all within. It's
we-
all inside, not
We're
outside.
gonna start talking and leave.
No, don't you worry. I'll jump in when I need to jump in. Don't worry. I'm getting.
Is that like we got to go to a commercial break? Is that when you got to jump in?
Because once we start talking, it'll never end.
Yeah, that's it. That's why you need
No,
to
I
sit
can-
back. Okay.
Correct. But anyway, we want to talk about my cookbook now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Right, so-
think it's
so-
beautiful.
I don't
Look
wanna
at this.
take time away.
Just take a look
Yeah.
at it. It's really
Well, that's all right. So
such
the,
memories. That's,
So the cookbook is a basic. I mean, it started out like everything else as a tribute to my grandfather, who lived to be 101.
God bless
And he came to the United States in 1921 at the age of 17, when his mother put him on a boat and said, "You got to get out of here," after the First World War. And his father had passed away, farming in the fields in Naples. So they put him on a boat, they shipped him over here, and he never made it back to Italy again. So he never saw his mother, he never saw his sister again, which is an immigrant story.
Yes,
How many
yes.
immigrants do we have in the United States that have that same issue right now? Doesn't make a difference whether you're from Italy, it doesn't make a difference. The point is that is a big thing. But the one thing is his mindset when he came through, and he was a very simple eater. And the recipes that are in the book are his 55 staple recipes. So there's no big holiday meals. They're the things that he ate daily. I would walk into his house, and this is what would be on the table. There would be none of the, veal scallopini or chicken parmesan. Now, that's a funny story. Why do they call it chicken parmesan when they're using mozzarella cheese? And parmesan cheese goes on top of pasta. Right? Well,
Nobody ever thinks of that.
no one ever
They
thinks
really
of
don't.
that, correct. But it's a very true thing, because when my grandfather makes eggplant parmesan, he makes eggplant and tomato sauce, what he puts on top is grating cheese. And growing up in my household, in my grandfather's house, and in my parents' house, there was only 3 types of cheese. There was grating cheese, provolone cheese, and gorgonzola or blue cheese. And in trying, when I was writing the book, trying to understand why were those the only 3 cheeses. And then like one day I got up in the morning and it hit me in the back of the head. Well, they don't go bad. Mozzarella starts growing green mold, Fontana cheese, mascarpone. If you don't use it, it goes bad. And it's also very expensive. Those 3 cheeses you could buy, leave in the refrigerator for ages, and they don't go bad. So, it's all about that idea. And so the majority of the recipes in the cookbook are of a Mediterranean background, but there's 4 recipes that would not be good for or be palatable for vegetarians or vegans. The rest, so 50 out of the 55 recipes are okay for vegans and vegetarians, because all you do, like 2 of the dishes I made here have sausage in it and one has dried supersada in it. But what you would do for a vegetarian is you would just not put that in until the end. You would take out their
keep it
portion,
separate.
give them their portion, and then
right.
mix in the meat, so that you don't have to, because a lot of my friends are vegetarians, and one of the problems they have is they have one meat eater, and then they have the other one doesn't. So it's a whole big thing. All right, well, I got to cook especially for whoever it is that's the vegetarian. Nowadays, a lot of it's the children that are vegetarians. So I got to make special for them, and then I want to have meat. So how do you encompass this? And in this book, there's plenty of recipes to do that. They're also simple recipes. They're not hard recipes. Now, the book has 3 components. Do you need to take a commercial break? Yes. No, okay.
Oh, you're so funny.
So there's three aspects to the book. One of it is that it's a tribute to my grandfather who lived to be 101. They're very cost-effective recipes. They're easy recipes. They're recipes that build on each other. But the other thing, when I started getting into actually writing the book and my co-author came in and helped me, we started adding a couple of other caveats or a couple of other things. And one of them is that part of the book is going to charity. So one of the charities is a kind of local area, is Crossroad Farms in Malvern.
Oh, we
Yes,
love
yes.
that.
All right,
Yes.
so part of the proceeds of this book is
that's
going to
great.
that, is
That
going
is
to them.
great.
That's great. I love
So,
them there.
right, so, and hopefully, actually, if pretty sure, there'll be other cookbooks coming. So, that's one. Now, if anybody is from Naples and the city and knows the Our Lady of Mount Carmel Feast
Yes.
in
That's
Greenpoint,
right.
Brooklyn,
That's right.
that's the other portion of where
That's
the,
coming up.
right, that'll be coming up, that'll be getting a little bit of the proceeds from the cookbook. And the reason is because those are the two things that my grandfather was very, very passionate about. Every year we went to the feast, and every year he had a garden. And like growing up, we used to have to tend his garden. When he got older, he used to help. But one of the things we have to do is when they used to have dairy farms around the area, we used to have to go to a dairy farm and get fresh cow. I don't know, is this a?
No, it's fine.
Okay, cow manure, right? And we would have to put it on his garden because that's what he believed in. He was very much.
He was old school.
He was old school, and he ate
all they know.
everything out of his garden. There wasn't anything. So zucchini were growing, this was growing, that was growing, and everything had a different harvest time. So everything was picked at a different time.
Mm-hmm.
I still jar my own tomatoes. I still do a lot of the old
That's a
school.
process.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is a process. But
How many
for
jars
me-
do you
So
do, if
does-
you don't mind
so
me
does
asking?
our
No,
friend in
we
the
do.
audience.
I
Just
do.
I mean, just for yourself. You mean
Just for
Oh, okay.
myself, I do 3 to 4 bushels. They used to
Bushels,
call it
yeah.
3 to 4 bushels, which comes out to 24, 48, like 64 jars. But then I offset it depending on how much I have previous.
Right.
Now my sister still jars, and she does 4 bushels because she jars for her whole family. My neighbor in the back of me, who's from Rome, jars. She does 8 bushels because she's doing it for all of her family.
That's really great.
That's great.
It is, but it's a way. And now, one of the things is that I didn't use my homemade tomatoes in these recipes. I actually used a store-bought because that's one of the other things. Sometimes you run out of tomatoes. Sometimes you don't have it. A lot of times now, you said, I'm in New Hampshire. I'm in
Yeah.
Florida. I can't, especially now, I can't travel with my fresh tomatoes, so I have to find products.
Yeah,
Now,
that
when
you
my
like.
grandfather came here in 1921, there was no A&S Pork Store. There was no
Right,
San
that's right,
Jones.
that's
You
right.
didn't go, so you had to figure out how to
What you
adapt
do,
the
right.
recipes.
I
So
love
that's
these
one.
pictures. I love these pictures.
Aren't they
Oh my
gorgeous?
God!
Yeah.
I got to see these pictures on there.
So one of the important things for me is when I go away is I usually make 2 or 3 meals out of the cookbook, and I go shopping in the local supermarkets to see what ingredients I can get to get the flavor as close to what I can remember from when I cooked.
That's great.
So-
You have a good memory. That's why it's called memories.
Well, now that's a whole nother thing. The memories are what my grandfather gave me.
Right. Well, that's a gift.
The memories, if anybody knows, the Italians were very fond of our food.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
And
That's right.
all food, no matter what nation you come from, creates memories.
That's right.
Now, what I found out, now to touch on what you talk about in Tranquility,
Yes.
one of the things that happens in our minds is when we do something that our body feels good about, our mind releases neuropeptides. Those neuropeptides make us feel good. That's why it's called comfort food. So, in making these recipes, that's the hope. Now, the memories that are in this book are 16 different memories. There's 16 memories from the stories we got from my grandfather from when he came over here in 1921 until we came into the world in the 60s, and then till he passed away at the age of 101.
Which means he ate healthy.
Yes, he did eat healthy, and man, could he eat. Because when you went out to eat at a restaurant, which was only on special occasions,
Right, right.
communions,
That's right, that's right,
confirmations,
yeah.
I know, that's
and
the
everything.
Right.
That man had a bottomless pit. I'd never seen a man who could eat like that, man. It was like a shovel. Oh. But
What's your
anyway,
best
I should be
memories?
quiet, and we should give some time.
Yeah, and then we'll go
let me
back
just
to the
ask you one
food,
quick
yes.
question. When is where and when was your best, one of your best memories? Well, I mean,
Two.
Okay.
Two,
all right,
two
sorry. You have
memories. Two
specific-
memories. One of them is in the book. One of them isn't in the book. Actually, I have three of them. It's very hard. That's why I brought 3 trays of food. Because when we first met, she said, "Would you please bring one of your favorite meals?" And I just can't choose. So I made you 3.
So we lucked out.
So
Yeah, right.
anyway, three different quick memories. One, I'm cutting my grandfather's hedge in the back. Now, my grandfather, old school, he's got those kind of old school Italian horn-rimmed glasses. And he's sitting there with another paisan of his. And I come in, and he's looking out the back window. And he goes, "Hey, Francanillo." I go, what's up, Pop? What's up, Nonno? He goes, "You missed over here. You got to go a little lower." So he's sitting 50 feet away. He's got the glasses on. So that's one thing. But one of the real fondest, the amazing memories is in the book, is the checkers memory. I walk in the backyard, and the neighbor in the back, he always had good relationships with his neighbors. And he'd always talk with the one over the fence. So he would be BSing, and all the time I'd come in the back, and he'd be talking. So I see them, they got and they're moving their hands. And I'm going, what kind of crazy Nabali Don stuff is he doing now? What is he doing? So I go up to him. I go, "Pop." I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "We're playing checkers." I says, "Grandpa, there's no checkerboard." He goes, "Yeah, there is." He goes, "Where's the checkerboard?" "It's over the fence." He goes, "It's in our minds."
Wow.
Yeah, strong.
Yeah.
That's unreal. That's great.
And they used to do it all the time, play checkers. And don't even think about playing pinochle with them. You were done. You were losing nickels over nickels.
Really?
But anyway, I'm going to be quiet now. We're going to let Maria go.
Well, Maria, it's good to have you.
Great
We
to be
love
here.
that Angela sponsored you today to come on.
Yes.
And let's talk about what's going on there.
Well, I'm happy to talk about tranquility and yoga. They go hand in hand. And this weekend is Mother's Day, so it's a perfect
right.
opportunity. If you haven't gotten a gift, or you want to get another gift for your mom or someone that's like a mom in your life, you could get it for them, or you could join them. You could get a nice foot massage, back
Yeah.
massage. You could do a yoga class together, private, in a group, by yourself. It's so many options, so many different price ranges. You could go from low to high.
Right.
There's something for everyone.
You can even go an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. It's all
As much
according to
time
what
as
you
you
like.
as little time as you like. Everyone's different. So what's right for one person isn't right for another person. So you choose what feels good for your body.
Right.
And
And the
that's-
Salt Cave, that's a whole nother.
Oh, and then they have the Salt Cave, which is the best bonus. It's the Salt Cave induces immunities for your lungs, which we're all suffering and hearing about this COVID.
breathing.
This will help you open up your lungs. When your lungs are open, you have less phlegm, less allergies, helps
I'm
you
getting
breathe
allergies at my
better.
old age.
Oh, you should have to come to the Salt Cave.
He does.
Even
but
if
he
you- I
doesn't
went
come
there.
enough.
There's
I know,
even
yeah.
a class where you don't have to do anything. You could just sit in there, and just breathing in that room will promote upper respiratory health.
And then you get your massage, right?
Then you can
Afterwards.
get your massage.
All
then
right.
You can do,
I need you
so
to read
much
the
you can
book
do.
and let her talk. Here.
Oh,
Read the
stop.
book. Let her
This
finish.
is how we do.
Oh, let her
This is what
finish.
we
Go
do.
ahead. Go ahead.
So, it's a wonderful gift, like I said, for your mom or someone that's like your mom. You could go as a couple or treat yourself. I tell everyone in my class that the best investment you can make is in yourself. Yes, everything else is wonderful, but how many successful people we know and see on TV, celebrities that have money, looks, fame, and they end up
Miserable.
Elvis Presley. Who doesn't love Elvis Presley? And he died with a drug overdose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the best investment you can make is for yourself. Start off slowly. A lot of people, are too hard on ourselves. We judge ourselves too much. We think we have to do all or nothing. No, I like to also tell my students, start off very small, right? Start with just doing one exercise, even 5 minutes a day. Increase that a little more. Then before you know it, you're enjoying it. You're doing a half hour. You're doing an hour. And then you
And
feel
then
like
something
you
pops
start
up.
to
See,
notice
this,
you're
I
better.
tried this, I swear to you. And she's so, listen, 100%, right on point.
Thank you.
Somebody like me, this is why when she's here,
So
this is why when
important.
we
I
start talking.
try to tell people as much as possible, please invest in yourself. Please invest in yourself.
Yeah, and the thing is, I try to, and this is something that we always talk about. I try
Yeah.
to, and I've been doing it, but I fall off the track because I have so much going on.
Yeah.
So I started going to the gym with my son just to get on that bicycle, just to sit on there, and I've been doing it
Good,
for 15
very
minutes.
good. And pat yourself on
And
your
I gotta
back.
tell you
Don't
something.
beat
All right,
yourself
all right,
up
all right.
and say, oh, I didn't do an hour.
Okay, no.
No.
I did 15 minutes because I got to start off slowly.
Exactly.
I started doing it for a good couple of weeks, and all of a sudden, then my son had practice now. He's with lacrosse, so now he can't go with me. So now all of a sudden, I said, I'm going to go today, and I went for 2 more days, and then all of a sudden, I was like, I got down. The next day, I had doctor's appointments. Then I missed it. Then I had something else, and I missed it, and now I'm off the track again.
Well, you
know what I mean?
remember, you could always
I know
fall
you
off
can
the
always-
horse, but you're going to get back on.
No. Listen, I understand that. It's just, it's hard. It really is. That's why
It is,
I
it
just
is.
wish. I know I do have the stamina, the discipline, but I just have so many.
I'm
going
going
to
to give you a tip to help you. I'm going to give you a tip to help you. You got to stop for a moment, block everything out of your brain. See yourself 5 years from now. What do you see yourself?
In
How
a
do you
coffin.
see yourself? Well, there you go. So all this stuff that
Being
you're
honest.
doing, that you're not making yourself a priority for, you're going to realize from years from now, you know what? I really did have that time. I just really didn't plan it out.
But when I'm in that coffin, I'll have all the time in the world.
Exactly.
I can relax and I'll look
But
down
don't
at
you
you
want
guys.
to be
say,
here
"Hey, no,
enjoying
I'm-
your family, your
teasing, I'm
friends?
teasing.
He's teasing. He's
As
not. He's
much
a
as
very
possible.
positive guy.
No.
He's
If I
teasing
might
you.
just add in another thing that you
Yes.
could do when you realize that you don't get to the gym and you don't get to certain aspects of your training routine, take 5 minutes and breathe.
Oh,
That's probably
Breathing.
That's how I start every
Breathing
class.
You can't
all
take
the way
the time,
down,
Denise,
all the way
Denise.
down to your lower dantian,
What?
into your belly button, and let the breath go down there. Hold it, and then let it go.
So-
There are 4 different breath techniques that you can do that can just restore you back to a calm mental state
Really?
with 5 minutes.
So what's this
Yep.
but
Dantian?
Dantian is your actually your lower brain.
She's the
You're at another level. You're at another level. See, but what I try to do is keep it simple as possible because
exactly.
if you go beyond the person's level, they get intimidated and they hold
Correct.
back and they don't even try. So
Correct.
I start at the lowest level and then increase. You know, with my private students, we increase gradually at your own pace.
It's like
Yeah.
the chakras and all those certain
Right.
levels and.
I mean, you could
Yeah,
go,
you
it's
could-
infinite.
yeah,
It is. You can keep on
infinite.
going,
You know,
but if you can take 5 minutes
So-
and do count 1 to 4 and 4 to 1.
Whatever.
That's it. 1, 2,
Even
3,
just
4. Breathing in,
even-
and breathing out. That's
I'm
all
going to
you
make
gotta
it even simpler. Even just sitting still and being aware and feeling the breath going in, feeling the breath going out. That is priceless because you're able for a couple of seconds to shut the brain off. 'Cause
But how
as we
many
all
people do it?
What do you mean, how many people?
How many
do-
people practice that? I'm going to be very honest. I don't, but I should.
Well, how
There's
many
a lot of
people
things
on
you should.
earth? I don't know
no,
exactly the
no,
number,
what I'm
but
saying is you're saying something which makes, I mean, 5 seconds. All right, I'm going to sit in the car.
yes,
All right, let's wait.
absolutely.
And there was a lady one time on the show. She says, "You know what? You want to feel better? Do ha ha, ho ho, and whatever it was."
Yeah, and she was funny.
There's so many
she was
different
funny.
methods.
Listen, you even caught myself driving, and I can imagine what people must have thought of me. Because she says, instead of you getting, and I don't get angry when I drive. When people cut me off, a long time ago I used to have road rage. Not anymore. Now I'm like, go kill yourself. I just move over. But I tried that. And I went, ho, ho, whatever the hell I was supposed to do. And I got to tell you, the guy, because he cut in front of me really bad. And I just go like this, and I can imagine what he said. But I didn't get this in response. I got a middle finger. And the guy go like this to me. I'm like, wait, ha ha. And he's like, aha. You know what I mean? But it's hard.
Well,
Really, because you have to try to be able to, at that time, think. And I don't care even if you're upset or if you just want a minute. If I have a minute, I just, like right now, I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you guys. 50 billion things are running through my head right now.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
you've got
a
a
lot.
lot in your life.
And I swear to you, and then sometimes I'm sitting, I'm reading, and whatever it is, everybody compliments, says hello, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting here, I'm thinking of what I have to do later on today, and as soon as I leave here, and it doesn't stop. So I wish part of my brain would slow down a little bit. I wish there was and it's not medicine, because medicine just slows you. Oh, yeah, I don't believe in that like that. I mean, if you need it, you need it.
But-
Don't get
Where's
me
your
wrong.
up?
But like Francesco said, the breath is, if you do nothing at all, you don't do any exercise, you would just breathe, that is priceless. And
All right, I'll
just
try
you
it.
taking that moment to be aware that you're breathing and feeling the breath, you're actually starting to shut the mind off,
Correct.
right? Francesco knows
100%,
all this.
100%.
So I'm teaching you, not him. And and what happens, listen, when the second even if you shut the mind off for like a nano of a second, that's priceless. It's like, when you press refresh on your computer.
Right.
Yes.
You're refreshing your body, you're refreshing your
So
mind.
one of the things to understand is she's saying shut your mind off. That doesn't mean you stop thinking.
Right.
Actually, what it really, and to simplify it, it means you stop answering the questions that your mind is throwing at you. You stop making judgments. So your mind, all these things are going on, you just sit still and you say, I'm not going to answer you right now.
Okay, I'm
And
going to
then
try
you
that.
breathe.
I think
And then you
Try
everybody,
that.
of our fans should
but I
try
got to
it.
tell you, I got a lot of questions that are being thrown at me.
Right.
So I
Well,
wish I could just
tranquility
go.
will help you with
You know.
that. When you
Tranquility
can't with the
Spa.
mind, when you're getting the massages, especially in the feet massage, you could just do your feet, you could do your whole
It's
body.
heaven, yeah.
When you're doing yoga, it
Like she just
takes
said
you
that.
out of your mind.
Denise knows me. Denise turns around and says, it's not, she goes, it's not that hard. He just can't stop going. Denise knows me. Okay? And he says, try harder, you might live longer. Thanks.
So,
Exactly.
so here's another suggestion I could give you. This stems from a memory that's in the book from my grandfather. So my grandfather was very big. This is an old Italian tradition. And when my grandfather was older, my grandmother passed away, and he survived her by 20 some odd years, which is not a very normal thing.
It's not common.
It's not
usually-
common. Usually the wife.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So, but anyway, when people would come over and give him trays of food, he always returned the bowl back full.
That's very nice.
It's an old Italian
Oh,
trait.
something
so,
else.
It's something else. So whether
I said,
my grandfather,
the same food. He's
Right,
like
right, wait, what?
insulting them.
all right. So my grandfather, he was big with ripening fruit. So he would ripen fruit and then put fruit in the bowl and then give it back.
But that's
He would,
beautiful.
if something that he made, he would then share it back with who. He never gave the bowl back empty. So to take that a step further, a very simple process, which will start to change the way that you think, is the next time, I think you said you guys go to Starbucks?
Yes.
Is there a drive-through at the Starbucks?
There
Some
is,
of
but
them-
not the one we go to.
Okay, so if you go to Starbucks and you go through the drive-through, or if you go to Dunkin' Donuts and you go through the drive-through, when you pull up to pay for your meal and you see there's a car behind you, pay for the guy's meal behind
That's
you.
very nice.
Oh, I've done that, man. I paid for
And how
dinners,
do you
I forget.
feel after
no,
you
listen,
do that?
Listen to me. I stop. Look, I know people give to the church.
Yeah.
I used to give to the church all the time. Now, you know what? I allocate X amount of money every year what I'm going to give for donations, and I give it in tipping.
Yeah.
Or if somebody's eating, I say, look, it's a funny thing. I'm at the diner. I'm with some friends, and I turn, and I know the owner very well. Lantern Diner, great guy. Great place. I said, listen, don't let anybody at the table pay. I said, I got this. So he says, okay, no problem. Gives it to the waiter. Now, all of a sudden, I'd say maybe 15 minutes later, the couple in front with two kids, they get up and they walk over to me. And they said, thank you so much. And I said, oh, you're welcome. I can't believe you did that. And I said, oh, did what? She goes, you paid for our dinner. And I said, now, you know what? She goes, I don't even know you. I feel like I know you. Listen, I was super, super happy.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, I'm like, this is the wrong table that you're paying for. Okay? So I said that happened maybe about a month and a half ago. So I ended up paying, but I was really, really, really happy.
It made you feel
and
good.
then, right. And then I paid for, then I paid for my table. I got to tell you, it was an
was a big
expensive
number.
night. and those 4 people, they ate more than 6 people.
But it is
I was
so-
like,
yeah.
no, but I didn't care. You know what? And it's true. A lot of times, even if I go to a grocery store and I see somebody, whatever, yeah, I'll pay.
It's so
But
kind.
I've always done things like that.
Look, it's
I
the
believe
first thing
in
that
paying.
happened to me last week. Somebody paid for my hair. So I called Patrick. I said, did you pay for my hair? He said, no. Who did?
So who paid for the hair?
The lady
Oh,
that...
the lady that was over there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
She paid for my hair.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Made you feel good.
That's right.
That person
I
feel
was like-
good. Everybody feels good.
That's
But,
right.
you know, we were talking, and she says to me, I think I know you. I'm like, really? She goes, your sister's name was Maria, right? She knew Maria, who's up in heaven.
Oh, wow.
And
That's great.
it was a great day for me. I said, it made me feel like $1 million.
That's right.
And so it was a great feeling.
What's very funny, and like, there's a lot of things that you do know and you don't know in life. So I'm gonna ask him. I want him to Do me a favor. No, that's okay. No damage. Simple, easy. So, let me just make sure this is it.
All right, while you're looking for that, let me give a quick shout out to Jenny A, Jenny C, Susan Pinky, how are you, honey? Saba, Stacy, Vito MV, Melissa, how you doing? Steve Adam, Nicholas Marchisona, Jeffrey Snyder, how you doing? Kathy, again, thank you so much. From Paparazzi Jewelry.
Yes, Kathy.
She's a savior. Eddie Rydowski, how you doing, buddy? Denise, again, a big shout out. You know I love you. It's nice seeing you yesterday. And Eliza, how you doing? Hope all is well. Rosemary Gridley, I hope John is feeling better. You can give me a call when you get a chance later on. Marianne, how you doing? Douglas King, great shirt. I know, I love this shirt. Really, I'm getting a lot of compliments on the shirt.
I like it too.
Wow. Douglas King, again, what I just said, I'm sorry. Michelle Barasha Reisman. I hope I pronounced it right. How you doing? And this one, Gregory Schulte. Gregory, I love you because you just have the first name like I have. So I love you. Blake Evans and Satoshi Lou. How you doing? Steve Gaffner. I know I haven't seen you yet. I know you're going to Florida. And when you come back, we'll definitely have to have lunch. I know we've been saying this for the past 2 years. But eventually one of these days we're going to get together. And Ray Luis saying hello. Michelle Nieves, how you doing? Nick Altillo, which the one that you hit. He watches the show.
Hi,
I
Nick.
don't know how he watches the show.
By the way,
she hit
Nick,
his car. She hit his
I
car.
found the cookie lady, so you're on.
Okay. We have Michael Zimmits. How you doing? Daniel Huckins and Joe LaLuna. Nice to see you guys. And in case anybody else I miss, if you're brain, let's give me a call after 7. Okay. All right. I'll call you after 7. All right. So anyway, let's go to
Do me a favor. You see that little section right down there?
All right. I guess look at me.
That little, just that thing in the lines there.
Nano's
Can you
favorite bird.
Just read that. No, read that out loud, please.
Okay. Nano's favorite. Let's see. That's kind of small. Nano's favorite bird was a cardinal, which.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
yeah.
really connected here.
I'm
Oh,
telling
well,
you.
yeah.
And said that when the cardinal appears to you in nature, it's represented in one love that's
Yes,
passed on.
I believe it, as you can say.
You'll notice, you'll notice that the cardinal threw out the book for that special reason.
Right. So
That's-
the cardinal is placed all over the book.
Is
But
it really?
it just blew my mind. I sat down and I see cardinals on the table.
Yeah, well,
It's
that's
funny because
Yeah.
I've
Both
been
of us.
seeing cardinals and my mom and dad are in heaven, and I've been seeing them in twos, and I was laughing
Yeah.
because I
Oh,
said,
yeah.
even here on the table, there's two
Two.
of them.
yeah.
And
Well, they're significant.
very significant.
Very significant
yes.
in life.
Wow,
Very, very.
unbelievable.
So anyway,
So let's see show us what you did, and
Okay.
maybe Greg will meet you up there.
Yeah.
And meantime,
me
while
see
you
what it
guys
says.
get ready, I want to tell everybody that's looking for a job that's in education. I happen to know that Eastern Suffolk BOCES is hiring a lot of people for the summer services program, and you really should go to esboces.org if you're looking for any kind of a job. Believe it or not, education, they need people right now.
I'm surprised.
A lot of teachers are leaving, and no one wants to work in the summer. And Eastern Suffolk BOCES has a lot of openings.
I'll pass that information down.
Yes, it's for
Wow, look
assistants,
at this.
nurses, speech, ESL teachers, people with disabilities, special aides. You don't
you
even
made
have
this?
to be a teacher for an educational aid, and it's
it's
great.
Do you know the summer hours? I'll let you
No,
know.
now you
no
have
joke.
to look. You go
No, no
to
joke.
esboces.org.
ESBOCES.org. I'll pass
All right, so
that
tell us.
Yeah,
Tell
it's
us.
really a great place.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I always like to help people that are looking for jobs.
So these are 3 of my favorite comfort foods. And these are the foods that bring the most memories from my grandfather to me when I eat them. One of them is string beans and potatoes with sausage. Now, as I said, these are very vegetarian friendly. You just don't put in the sausage and you just add fennel seed. That'll give it the fennel flavor, which is really truant. This is just a very simple spaghetti marinade. That's all. It's a very, very simple sauce. Now, this is one of my grandfather's favorites. He would make it all the time. And it's Savoy cabbage sauteed with garlic and oil with just some dried sausage sauteed in. Of course, this again, leave out the sausage and you have a vegetarian dish. Now, the reason why we use Savoy cabbage instead of regular cabbage is because the sugar content in Savoy cabbage is higher. So it gives it a very sweet flavor instead of that real cabbagey, like
right,
corned
right,
beef and
yeah.
cabbage flavor. And then the heat adds in a little bit of flavor to it. So those are the reasons, and they're very, very simple dishes. And like, I made them all this morning before I came here. And I wasn't up at 6:30 this morning, trust me. I didn't start prepping these, they're all simple, easy dishes.
And they're
So
in the
now,
book,
So
right?
how long would it take you to make something like that? Roughly, just roughly.
Roughly three
Yeah.
dishes like this?
Yeah, just roughly.
I started at 8 and they were done by 9:45.
Wow, so that's great.
I'm sorry, no, they were done by 10:45.
Okay.
And then I had to plate them and put them in
Right,
and
right.
everything else. So basically, but they could have been done sooner. Now, the other thing is I have a Groupon, and I do actual come to your house. I have 4 recipes in the book. I'll sit down with you for you and 3 other people, so for 2 couples.
Right.
I'll come to your house, I'll
You-
prepare the
really?
meals, sit down, and you get a cookbook with that.
Wow,
that's wonderful.
that's a great
That's it.
tool.
So I'll come to your house and prepare.
That's it.
And right now, it's on Groupon. It's a real deal on Groupon at $150. It's normally $3.99. But
Really?
$3.99 for
Right.
4 people to
Right.
sit down
Right.
for a 3-course meal,
And you get the book.
and you get the book.
That's
And you get me
great.
teaching you how
How
to
to
make
do
the
it?
recipes.
Whoa.
I like that. I like that.
I
So
like
anyway,
that
why don't you
very
guys manja, or do you want me
Yeah,
to?
yeah, yeah, please, and I'll just pass it out.
Okay.
So we get to eat today too, these
right.
delicious food.
Well,
I like the fact that you come to the house
Yeah, no.
and the people get the book. Isn't that wonderful? It's a great birthday dinner or
So now
any kind
also
of dinner.
on the website, we want to know about your recipes. So the idea is that you can go on the website and you can submit a memory and a recipe so that we can then share that, and people that are doing things can actually go and prepare that recipe and that memory because they know it brought you a positive feeling. The idea is that maybe it'll bring somebody else that's
right,
looking for a new recipe.
Oh, that's
Sounds
great.
great.
It's all about feeling good.
It is all
right,
about
that's
feeling
right.
good.
Yeah.
And these are all very, except for the pasta, healthy, recipes.
for the
And-
pasta?
Well, people are very carb,
As long as you don't overindulge, you know?
moderation was one of my,
It's key.
moderation was one of my grandfather's,
Everything in
keys.
moderation.
Everything was in moderation. Nothing was overabundant. So here, you do that. I'll do one more for you.
Gotta make you have to eat a little. It's all right, eat a little. Taste. As they say, taste. Wow, this looks delicious.
That's it, I don't eat much.
The
I-
string
yeah.
bean thing looks.
That I'll eat, I'm saying, that I'll eat. I don't
My
eat much of the
grandfather
pasta
used to
stuff.
make
I
the
love
string
that
bean
stuff,
thing.
yeah.
All right, well then there's
Right,
no,
here we go.
there's no pasta in that one.
Okay.
This is just all vegetables, except for the sauce.
Now, the cabbage, Francesco. Is this an Italian meal? Because I've been through.
Yeah.
I've never had this
Yeah.
type of Italian.
Yep, Savoy cabbage, sauteed Savoy cabbage, napolitano.
I've never had that. Have you ever had that? The
No,
cabbage?
but I've had the string bean thing.
Right, the string beans, the pasta, the
String
sausage.
beans and potatoes.
It's
Now,
something
I
new,
use-
something
now, I
new.
use homemade tomatoes, because that's the closest tomatoes that I can get
Yes.
flavor to jar. My homemade jarred tomatoes.
Delicious.
I've tried some other ones, they're good, but the pomade is the closest you can get to jars. There's no salt, there's no additives, there's no anything.
This is very good.
Delicious. Now, do your friends count on you a lot
Very
to
good.
come and do this?
Yes, yes.
So you're a nice guy.
They say bring one dish and they know I'm gonna bring 3
Right.
dishes. Because they know I just can't do one, that typical Italian thing, and it's not for any other reason. It's just, I know not everybody likes one thing, like right now, we just had that. Gregg really doesn't, he doesn't like pasta. So
No,
he
I
said-
love pasta.
He doesn't
I
eat
just
it
don't
that
eat
much.
it much.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but still, so that's why, if I just brought that, you'd be kind of like, oh, well, gee, there's nothing really here for me.
No, everything is good.
Now, are your clients all
Delicious.
people from all over? How does
Yeah,
this
my
work?
clients are from Long Island, from all over Long Island, from down in Miami. When I'm down in Miami, I will go and do that. And my New Hampshire, trying to get them up to, the New York or eating different foods kind of thing. Some of them enjoy it, and some of them are, they're a little,
Not sure if I
because-
want to do this.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I want to do this. But a lot of them are very big. Now, the other thing my grandfather was very big is on beans. And beans are a powerhouse. Lentils, another powerhouse.
Yeah, I saw you had a lentil recipe in there.
Yeah.
A little spicy?
The sausage.
Oh, it got you? Yeah, it's hot sausage. I'm sorry.
The
You got
cabbage.
that's great. That's great.
Yep.
I don't like cabbage, but let me tell you.
So who taught you? Who really, really taught you?
My
Very good.
grandfather,
Was
then
it-
my father, and then I got
So you
my.
used to watch him? When you were little, you used to watch him? I
used
mean,
to
like I
watch
watched
him.
my mother.
Right. I would watch him, and then as time went on, I would just try and reproduce what he did. And I've always worked in some type of food industry.
I was
I've
gonna
worked in.
ask you that.
I've worked in pizzerias. I've worked in delis, and I have friends that are chefs. So
So you've been around food forever then?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So I'm always trying to get into, and then I'm always, I'll take these recipes and then kind of, push them up a little bit, move them up a little bit here and there, try and change it a little bit. And the reason I do that is because when I go to different places, I always can't get the ingredients that I want. And that's really what it comes down to, is getting those ingredients.
So you
or
don't
something
measure,
simple.
but you don't measure though, right?
No.
See, I know my mother never measured, and no
No.
matter what,
Talks about
when
it
I
in the
tried
book.
when I tried to copy, authenticate anything that it just didn't come out like that. And I said, Mom, she goes, yeah, you take garlic cloves, you blah, 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 whatever, you take a little bit of onion powder, you take a little salt, pepper, whatever, and you see it go like this. And meanwhile, I tried doing it like this, it just never came out the same. But hers always came out the same.
Yeah, I don't measure. So
That's great
Wow.
though.
So is this your second career?
this is.
Your second act or your third act? Second. You look young.
That's it. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
So
well.
you.
She's got a man, don't worry about it right now. Right now.
Yeah, I was,
It's
I was
good
told
going.
when we first met.
Well,
She
yeah.
already told me.
Yeah, yeah.
She put the hand up.
Yeah.
No, I'm going
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I'm going there.
I said- but I
"All
said we'll have
I
coffee."
lost my husband. I love my husband, but now I'm with somebody else.
I'm very happy with him.
Good, but we can have coffee
Yeah, we can have coffee
at the Tulip Bake Shop.
at the Tulip Bake Shop or at the Floral Park Diner. Or,
Yeah.
Sure.
And you'll meet my honey. His name is Patrick.
Yeah.
He's a doll. But anyway, the lady that I saw in the, in all your stuff, who was that lady?
Oh,
Your co-author.
my co-author is Ashley Carr. So, funny story, the way things come about. So as I said, I'm a public speaker, and I speak on self-care, mindfulness, and suicide. So what actually happened is I was looking for somebody to do an email campaign. A friend of mine suggested, I have a friend of mine who's a writer down in Miami. Let her do it. I said, all right. So I paid her for the email. I paid her to do the email campaign for my speaking business. And then I just kind of said, listen, by the way, I got this cookbook. It's gnawing in the back of my head that I'm trying to finish up. Do you know anything about, Mediterranean cooking? And she's like, well, yeah, I do, because I actually write a nutritional blog, and I'm a vegetarian. So I said, well, do you want to do a cookbook with me? And she's like, yeah, come on, let's do a cookbook. And that started it. The cookbook started about 16 months ago, about a year and a half ago, about 15 months ago. But I've had it in my head since 2017. I had the basis down, but I never put anything down, like you're saying, mindfulness, until I actually sat down. And sometimes all you need is just that little somebody to
Push.
say, push. And she said, yeah, I'll do it. I was expecting her to say no. So
So
now
now
what do I got to do? Now I got to show up. Now I got to take action,
there
because
you go.
all of life, what Maria's talking about, is about action. You can make a decision to do a lot of things. It's not until you take the
Execute.
action,
Right, you do it.
execution, you do it. Doesn't make a difference.
So did it change your life, the book?
Oh, it has changed
See,
my life
and I
immensely.
I promote that all the time.
Yeah.
And it has.
Yeah, because it's changed my ideas. It's made me remember things. It's made me understand the way certain things that I didn't know about my grandfather, about my Nonno, I didn't understand. Now I understand fully. Like, you guys knew about the feast, in Greenpoint.
Right.
So every time we would go, and there's a chapter in the book on it, every time we would go, you would see him, and you could see he was just solace. He was looking intensely. It's like he was in his own world.
He was in peace. He liked what he did.
Well, as time went on, when we did the research for the book, I realized that this is the closest he's ever going to come to home.
Wow. That's something.
It's the closest he's ever going
great.
to come. Why? Because this is the last thing that he can remember. So, in a certain way of speaking, it's the only way he could see his mother and his sister again.
That is really something. I'll tell you, you got a nice little business going here.
Yeah.
I will be recommending you for the house things.
Oh, thank you.
You could come to my house once.
When would you like?
I'll let you know. I might even invite Greg.
Oh, why, thank you.
I always invite Greg. And the team. We have a great team here.
Yeah, sure.
These ladies can't wait to taste the food. I can tell. They're looking at it saying, geez. So
It's really,
Maria,
really good.
Yes.
Maria.
Thank you.
It's really, really
So, Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, yes. Treat your mom.
Tranquility
treat your
Spa,
loved
the
one.
best place in the world to go.
The best thing you could do is invest in yourself and invest in your loved ones, because if you're not feeling right physically, mentally, then it's hard to enjoy a
Right.
good meal. It's hard to enjoy even sometimes sitting in a chair, because you're not using all your muscles, or you're stressed out, and everyone holds stress in different parts of their body.
Right.
And if you neglect that, what happens is the stress gets tighter and stronger.
Right.
It's not being released. Then all that time that you didn't take to invest in yourself, what happens? You have to drive to the doctors, waste
Right.
all that time,
Sitting in the-
especially
in
when
the
they're 40
waiting room
minutes
with
away,
other sick
and there's
people.
traffic. Then you got to sit in the waiting room. Then you have to get poked and touched. And you have to take medications, cortisone shots sometimes
Yeah.
for the pain, then travel all the way back home and take medications that have side effects, when all of that could be prevented. And another thing I love to promote is preventative medicine. That is the best medicine.
Which you
because-
believe in, right?
Oh, everyone should. Who wouldn't?
Well, not everybody does. I do.
I mean,
But-
a lot of people don't take responsibility of their body. They think it's like the doctor's responsibility. I've noticed that with a lot of students and loved ones that I know, that like, oh no, I don't need to. Like they're very detached from themselves. I'm realizing you already have, your body is made to heal itself. You just have to give it a little help.
Right.
You know, thinking more positive, taking time to take a walk.
It's true. It's about
Taking
you.
time
It's all
to
time
take a
consuming. See,
class.
all those things
Yeah,
are
it
time
is,
consuming.
but you're worth it if you
Especially
can do it.
especially if you're doing
Right, but then when you
multiple
get
things.
sick, Greg, you
Well,
get
then
sick.
you could relax a second. Because your body's telling you, listen,
But
you
it's-
overdid it.
yeah.
Now, you know what? This is what you
But
did.
you have
Look,
to then take medications and deal with the side effects. So you listen to those
well, no,
commercials.
I don't mean, no, I don't necessarily mean to have to go to
and
that.
this,
to
those
that level.
side effects. Well, it happens. Listen, one of the reasons why I take care of myself, I don't want to get emotional here, was because my mom didn't, and she died of cancer.
Yeah.
And I saw her year by year deteriorate and get
Yeah.
sicker, sicker, and sicker. And a lot of the reasons why she got sick is because she would think of the past
Of course.
and think of all the people that hurt
How
her.
old is she?
Negative,
How old is
right.
she?
She died 62 years old.
Which is young.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I wish I would come home from school just to see her happy or whatever would make my day. You know what I mean? Seeing her and letting herself go and then gain weight and then go through menopause. And, life it's inevitable. You have to face reality. We're all going to get old,
Right.
right? We're all going to get sicker. Our bodies are going to start deteriorating. So don't you want to, maintain it?
Right. Well, you want to feel
And
good.
take care of yourself as
You know,
much
I don't
as
think,
possible.
See, I love the whole concept of what you guys saying, how you got to be positive. I'm extremely positive.
Oh, yes.
And mind over matter to me is key. And I know it's really, really a difficult thing sometimes, just like you. Well, for me it is. But I want to, and I try. Sometimes I just sit there and I'm like, I'll just close my door and I'll just sit in the room, or I'll come in here before anybody, or even when nobody's here, and I'll just sit here. And I got to tell you something. It's so hard to not think of something, because you just sit there, you try to meditate. I put myself into a little cocoon. One of the meditating
I
things I
understand.
used to do.
I'm going to stop
I would
you
put
for a
myself.
second.
Oh, she's going to interrupt you.
Yes, it's hard, right? But isn't anything
But I try.
hard and difficult worth it at the end?
Oh, listen, I agree 100%. But
It-
I didn't
it
say
is
I
very
stopped.
hard,
I
right.
just said it's really look. The best thing that I've ever learned how to do is to close my eyes and put myself in a cocoon, and it's like I cover myself almost like in an egg, and in bright colors. All right, now that works for a little bit,
Right.
and then all of a sudden, then it's like it falls apart, and then things start almost like things are poking at it to open up to
Well,
let me
yeah.
out. You know what I mean?
That's-
And it's a very, very difficult thing, and I do try. And at times, even when I'm in the car, I sit there and I'm a daydreamer. I've always, since I was a kid, I'm always looking outside, always just thinking of something. Wish I could fly. I just wish I could just whatever. Just crazy things at times. And it's just hard to relax your mind, even though you're
Well,
trying and
that's
trying.
good.
And I don't give up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to give up.
It'll get
but I
easier.
wish there was something.
It will get easier. I guarantee you, it will get easier.
Breathing-
I've seen,
breathing
I've
is
seen
probably
people
your best case.
who have been just like you that couldn't, and then forget it. It's like, okay, it's like riding a bike. Nobody gets on a bike right away and starts riding. You're gonna fall, you're gonna scratch yourself, you're gonna wanna give up. But if you you stick with it, you just don't give up, right? Do it whenever you can, practice as much as you can. What happens? Eventually,
And then
you
all of a
ride the
sudden,
bike.
and the problem there is, all right, you ride the bike for years or whatever.
Right.
Then you stop. Then you drive a car, right? Now you're so used to driving the car so much. Do you want to go back on that bicycle? I'm just saying.
Well, I'm
In general, no, I know what you, but I'm just
I'm
trying to say
using
where
the
my
ex-
head just goes.
The example of the bike, meaning as something as difficult as it is, if you never try
Right.
and you never stick with something that's difficult.
But you don't lose it though.
Right.
Because you could always go back on the bicycle.
Exactly, but it gets easier and easier. No, I'm just
Oh, you
saying
meant
that
just for-
because you're,
okay.
how difficult it is for you and your mind wanders. Yes, that's normal, and that's perfectly fine. That's part of the process. Everything is a process. Not everything is like, okay, like a pill. All right, people take the pill because they want the quick fix.
Right.
They don't want to make the
Well,
sacrifice.
that's true.
You make
So,
a little sacrifice
just-
for a long term.
Just to talk about the pills that you were mentioning before, and this is, you know, a lot of different concepts come up that they talk about. One of them is epigenetics and a whole host of other things. But one of the key things is this. If you take a pill and it works, that means there's a receptor inside your brain for it to work, right? Well, if there's a receptor, that means your body can make that chemically naturally. And that's what the meditation does.
Wow.
It gets your body to make that enzyme and that chemical naturally so it can go into that receptor and bring you the peace and the calm. Now, most children, the idea of what she's saying is going back on a bicycle is it, because that level of tranquility you had when you were a child.
Right.
So really what you're trying to do is get your mind back
Right.
into the child world and just let it, you know, daydreaming is a great thing. You know what? If you know how to daydream,
Oh, I'm good
that's
at
just add some
I do it here at times.
just add some breathing to that. That's meditation.
yeah.
It is.
I'm
Because
great
you're
at
not thinking about anything that's
Right.
that's here. You're not thinking about the past and you're not thinking about the future. You're actually
And you're thinking of
you're
something
in the-
pleasant.
Yeah.
Correct. And you're in the present.
That's
I'm in
great.
the
I'll tell you,
moment.
this
I'm
is
in that moment.
something.
So I love my moments. That's what I always
Yeah,
say.
I wanted
I'm
to
in the
show
moment.
this to you, Greg. If anybody wants to read up, we got some press on the baby lift on Sunday's paper,
Oh, very nice.
all about
great.
Operation Baby Lift.
Oh,
Look
good,
at the press
good,
we
good,
got.
good. All right.
Unbelievable. It was a great event at the Cradle of Aviation in the Pan Am Museum, and we met the son of the first man that made the first Pan Am plane.
Very nice.
It was a great, great day. I'm going to get copies of it.
okay,
Yeah,
good.
but we got Claude Selnick. Thank you for the reporter that did it. And Lana Noon was like just so happy, and we were too. So, but everybody, this has been a terrific show.
Yes.
And you know, on Thursday, we're going to have Cinco de
You're
Mayo.
gonna have us back on Thursday?
Well, we're having
That's
Cinco de
right. You
Mayo.
know you're coming back.
Yeah. Cinco de Mayo, it's Mother's Day show. We're going to have a lot of fun. A few people are coming to sing, and it's just going to be a great day. And I'm sorry you're going to miss it, but you'll tune
Yes,
in.
I know, but I'll
You'll
definitely tune in. Definitely
yeah,
tune
you'll
in.
talk to us.
So,
And, you know, the cookbook is beautiful. The Groupon. Tell everyone about the
Yeah,
Groupon
well,
again.
Well, it's just Groupon. If you go onto Groupon, Nassau County, I think it's if you go into New York, it's mealsandmemories.com, and the Groupon will come up.
And it's, how much did you say for 4 people?
It's for 4 people. I believe it's set at one. I think it might be $159, and then for 2 people, it's set at $129 or $119.
And you'll actually come in and
I
do the
will
whole
come to
thing.
your house, and that includes ingredients too.
And the book.
And the book.
Okay, that's
so
important.
I bring the ingredients. I bring the book.
You bring the
You sit
personality.
down.
That's it. You
I
just
bring
sit and
me,
then that's it.
and you just sit there. I will cook in front of you. I will just bring my knives, because one of the key things about cooking, talk about mindfulness.
Sure.
Let's go back to mindfulness. Is my grandfather taught me how to cook with not with my eyes, but with my nose and my mouth. My eyes are used just so that I don't cut my fingers and I don't miss my mouth when I'm eating. See, we eat with our eyes, but that's really not what we eat with. because when you're sitting in the restaurant and the dish comes out from the kitchen, you smell it before you see it. And everybody's heads turns if it's not there. They go, what is that? And everybody wants to know what's coming out of the kitchen. Usually it's those hot wings.
Right,
You know,
right.
everybody
Something
can
like
smell,
that.
like, who's
That's right.
ordering the crazy hot wing?
Yep,
But still, eat with your nose and your mouth.
Wow.
It's more important. That's what really creates stuff. The vision is important, as I said. Make sure you don't cut your fingers and miss your mouth.
You know what?
when
Yeah,
you're
you don't
eating.
want to forget that part.
So much. And
see,
Maria, the spa.
You
he has
just reminded me,
specials.
they have Groupon also, Tranquility. They have
Yes.
some coupons on Groupon there too.
Right.
Like I said, you could come by yourself with a loved one, treat mom, someone you love,
And you
who
know what,
is like
another
a
thing?
mom to you,
See-
right? And we also do private
The
classes
private
for
thing is
group.
very nice. You could even have a
And
family
you got to
party
understand
there.
something. Valentina and I come with it.
Yes.
So we could come and sit with you and eat with you.
This is
or
true.
come with you and have a massage
part
with
of
you.
the deal.
All right, that's it. We're like a big package deal.
Yes.
Okay.
But really, for Mother's Day, there, if you buy 10 gifts, 10 gift cards, you get like 5 free or something. So there's all kinds of specials. So go to
Call
Groupon.
Angela at Tranquility Spa. She knows every detail. I'm mostly in charge of the yoga. You could also do yogas, classes on Saturdays, or you could do private with a group, birthday parties, family events. A lot of bridal parties come together.
Yes.
They do a group yoga class in the salt cave, which when you're taking those deep breaths,
That's right.
they open
And
up
after,
your
right.
and
lungs,
after the
open
bridal
your lungs.
party, you could
First
come
go
to
eat
G's.
first, then you go.
You could come to
Then you go.
G's for
Then
your
you can-
bridal
that's it.
party.
And
G's,
that's
we
it.
do
Come to
bridal
G's,
parties.
or if you want, you can hire me and I'll cook for you and everybody
it.
in the
You get
bridal
the whole
party.
That's it.
package.
You get the
Really,
whole
it's a
The whole
great,
package.
great. So
That's
this is
it.
the book, guys. You gotta buy it. They go to Memories.
Meals and Memories with Nonno.com.
Right,
Go,
and-
go on there, order the book. I'll ship it out to you. And if you put in there that you ordered it and you got it from the Facebook from the Long Island Breakfast Club, I'll make sure I sign it and send it to you personalized.
Isn't that
Okay.
nice?
That's really nice.
And I know we're going to see you again.
Yes, you'll see
And
me
we're
again.
having coffee soon, so.
Well, that we haven't made the coffee date yet.
Not yet.
Quick,
but
And
we will
please
be.
go to Meals and Memories and submit some recipes because you could be featured on our next cookbook.
There you
Whoa,
go.
there you go. This is for you. You like cocoa butter?
Yes,
There
sure.
you go. That's for you.
Want to give a shout out to Renee Moore. How
Yeah,
are you?
that's for you, honey.
Ed Steimerski.
Thank you.
And say hello. And Kevin Cerna. Hello. And Jennifer says yoga is great. Right, Jennifer?
Yes.
Yoga is
Oh,
great.
Jennifer comes. Yes,
That's it,
Jennifer.
So,
Hi.
Kathy Pignatelli, I'm sorry I pronounced it wrong. Phil, I want to say what's up. And yeah, that's it. And I want to thank you guys so much for being on the show.
It's a
And
great show.
thank you for
pleasure.
the food. Thank you for the inspiration and
The mindfulness.
the mindfulness mindset.
Breathe deeply.
That's
And
it.
also,
Breathe deeply.
didn't that
So
put
that's-
you in a very good mood today? The
Oh yes, I
calmness?
feel so much better now. All I had to do was look to my left. Look how great I feel. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you so much, and I want to thank our sponsors, of course, Tranquility Spa, Angela. You know we love you. Thank you for sending this
Don't
wonderful
forget to
woman
look at
here.
Groupon. They
Oh,
also
you
have
gotta go-
specials.
you gotta look at
reminded me when
Groupon.
you said Groupon.
You gotta go on Groupon,
There's
I'm
Groupon
sorry.
specials.
And they're located at 700 Franklin Avenue, Franklin Square, and then Oral Pure Jewelers. Teddy and Christina, they're located at 1033 Hempstead Turnpike in Franklin Square. And then the Prince of Taxes, we have Jackson Hewitt, which is located at 978 Hempstead Turnpike in Franklin Square. Everyone, please share this and also have a safe, wonderful Mother's Day. I won't be here, but I'll be here Monday, so we'll get to talk about what happened this week. Love you guys. See you soon. And
It's a wrap.